with it. Restart.
Yes, go to school, go to sleep, go to school. Yeah. I will, like, stop streaming after I
You
finish
know
this
what,
one.
Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why
No.
can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
yes, this is exciting. Just
Stop
me and
talking.
Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
Seriously?
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Just go on in a circle, I guess. But yeah, I sync the stream archives to the page. So if you want, if you're like curious, Rach, when you get back, slash, like, not back, but like when you're at school, you could always try and find the end. And if you're not that curious, I'm ending the stream like after I find where the heck we're headed to.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Rick.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
That
Come,
makes
Stanley,
no
our
freaking sense.
destiny awaits.
I mean, I know a lot of this game makes no freaking sense, but
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
nonsense
It's
philosophy and music.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
In the future.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Sorry,
I
I just read the
won't do
ending
it.
part.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Ow, that really hurt in my headphones. So yeah, that's an ending, certainly. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna play one more, but I'm gonna play, okay. I will say that this one is like messed up. Like very messed up. So, I guess, trigger warning suicide?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Like, you know exactly why it's messed up now? Did it set that up?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I figure it better to...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
warn people than to
The lounge was
upset people.
sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
What? Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So you don't want to talk over him, obviously. So
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
okay.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
I don't know why I'm playing this ending again. Like, this ending really got in my head.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. You'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me... No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I don't know. Good question. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm really curious as to what compelled me to do this the first time.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you? No, perhaps not. Cut off from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
I've never gone back in here before after throwing myself off more than twice. But nothing happens, and you have to kill yourself to restart the game. Or you could literally quit out of the game. That would be one way to save him, I guess. But then you kill the narrator, right? You're quitting out of the game. It's not gonna make the narrator happy.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I don't know. I know it's silly, but when I was playing that, I was in a weird headspace because it was 2 in the morning. I got very messed up on that. So yeah, that's why I did that ending, because apparently when things mess up, I want to repeat them. So yeah, this is the Stanley Parable. It's very fun. It's pretty much like that. I didn't do many of the more meta endings. I mean, I guess one of them was pretty meta, the confusion ending. But I'm just gonna ramble for a little bit while we're standing here. So the reason I started playing this game was because I went to this lecture with this professor whose name was not A.C. Diggler. A.C. Diggler was talking about interactive fiction using Homestuck as a hostage in gaming and comics, basically. Then there was this visual culture, and I can't remember his name, but he was talking about how Stanley Parable is a commentary on free will games, because there's all this illusion of agency in games like Mass Effect, especially. There's these little choices of this Stanley Parable. It's kind of no. You have these choices that are completely superficial. They really don't any of them just moving around and around. There's an ending that didn't do, which you out of the story where
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far he's doing excellent, and if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Okay. So, talking about I totally lost my train of thought. So you're in the ending and you get out of the game and they have these design now. He disappears and he's replaced by another narrator who's telling you about the narrator. So these levels of meta. And then she tells you that the only way to stop yourself from dying in the game is to quit the game, to leave the game. And that's the only real choice, is to stop playing the game. Because whether or not you make a choice in if you choose to die in the game or you choose to not die in the game, that's all been pre-programmed. People made this narrative. There is no agency within this narrative. And the only way to overcome that and have any bit of agency is just to leave it. So it's kind of this meta fiction